welcome back to our travel diaries. In this video, I will show you the things I did at the 3 destinations during my Caribbean cruise, starting off with Nassau, Bahamas. We arrived around 12:30 p.m., got ready, and headed out to explore. This port is easy to navigate. You will find many souvenir shops, restaurants, tours, excursions, and taxis. We booked a shared taxi to take us to Atlantis, and it cost us $5 each person one way. We didn't have an itinerary plan. We just wanted to go visit Atlantis since it was only 20 minutes away from the port, and we hear really good things about that resort, so we were just very curious and wanted to go see for ourselves. The resort is very beautiful and big. There's so many things to do. You can go swimming with the dolphins, you can enjoy their water park, there's also a casino, there's restaurants, there's shops, there's so many things for you to do. From Atlantis, we paid another taxi to take us to Cabbage Beach, and it was $5. By far, this has been one of my favorite beaches because the water is so clear, it feels so good, especially for these hot and humid days, and you're allowed to bring your snacks and your drinks. Also, don't forget to take pictures because they will come out amazing, I promise. After our beach day, we decided to walk around the town and buy souvenirs before heading back to our ship. I enjoyed my time in the Bahamas, and I would definitely come back and make it a trip on its own. Our second destination was San Juan, Puerto Rico. Again, we had no plans or itinerary. We wanted to go sightseeing and maybe go visit a beach. I also liked that once you got off the ship, you saw a posting sign on what time to return. We decided to walk around Old San Juan for a couple of hours, and it was so beautiful and colorful. As we kept walking around, we came across Barrachina, which is a restaurant where the first piña colada was invented. They do serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner here. It was about a 20-minute wait, but if you just want to get some piña coladas, you go straight to the bar, and they were very delicious. They were about $7 each. We continued to go sightseeing, and we started noticing that the weather was changing, and then it started pouring rain. So we decided to sit down at this restaurant and enjoy the rain and also some delicious mofongo with tostones. After lunch, we decided to continue to walk, and we came across San Juan's National Historic Site. One thing I do recommend if you're visiting in the month of June is wear super light clothing because it's very hot and humid. It rains here and there, and there's a ton of mosquitoes, so please bring a repellent. We then came across Castillo San Felipe, but we didn't go inside. We stayed outside, just started walking around, exploring the property, and they had really incredible views. We also took a lot of pictures, but this was one of the places that had the most mosquitoes to take a repellent because it's a ton of them. So by this time, we have walked around 5 hours, and it was time to head back to our ship. We really enjoyed walking around Old San Juan. We feel that in the future, we would come back and make a full trip out of it. We just wouldn't come back in July because it's just so humid, hot, but it was beautiful. We loved the food, the culture. We then came across street vendors. We bought a couple souvenirs before heading back to the ship. As we were departing from San Juan, I noticed this beautiful sunset out from my balcony. It looked really nice, and it was the perfect way to end a good day in San Juan. Our third destination was Puerto Plata, República Dominicana, and I was very excited because I love the Dominican. Once you get off the ship, you get picked up by these colorful tuk-tuks, and they're absolutely free, and they drop you off at the front of the port. This port is called Taino Bay, and basically it's a resort without the hotels. There's many things to do here. There's restaurants, bars, pools, you name it. I actually liked how the ship looked right here, so we decided to take a couple of pictures, and I highly recommend because the pictures come out really nice. Okay, so I highly recommend trying a fresh coconut here because it's so delicious. They add rum. It is very inexpensive. It's less than $10. It's very refreshing. It's so good. 10 out of 10. I do want to point out that you don't need any reservations to sit anywhere. If you find an empty chair, by all means sit down. I didn't see any lockers. I will leave my belongings on a chair and nothing ever happened. Please enjoy the lazy river because it's so much fun and it's also free. And again, I wanted to share this beautiful sunset as we're leaving the Dominican Republic. Our fourth and final stop was at Ocean Keys, MSC's private island in the Bahamas. Now this island is huge and it's gorgeous. Videos don't do justice. So I was part of the yacht club and they took us to a remote location. As we were driving around, I got to see different parts of the island and there's so many things to do here. Yacht Club has their own private bar and restaurant, so we got a couple of drinks and then we decided to try the lobster roll. It was so good, 10 out of 10. So this was our last day on our cruise and we wanted to enjoy a really nice beach day, and I can honestly say that this has been one of the nicest and most clearest waters I have ever experienced in my life. MSC has done a great job on maintaining this island. It's so beautiful. I also want to mention that it's prohibited to take any seashells, rocks, or sand back on the ship. If they find it, they will confiscate it and bring it back to the island. We also saw a couple of shops, so we did a little bit of souvenir shopping before heading back to our ship. Time to say goodbye to one last sunset, and I can honestly say that I will sell again with MSC. I love this so much. I give it a 10 out of 10.